Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be filming a video on my Cupra. I'm going to run you through everything that I've done so far, like a mod list, and just a few other little extra things that make this car like kind of special to me, I guess. I went through my computer and I found all my photos from the past like 3 years, so I've just selected all the Cupra ones and I'm going to just run you through them. I'm actually also really excited to show you, or to tell you what my plans are for this car, because in the past like month, my plans for this car have completely changed. A little update since last video as well. I went to A&E about my thumb and they gave me this really fancy splint. They said it's not broken, we x-rayed it, we've got to wear this splint for a couple of weeks and hopefully it gets better. I got a GoPro up there as well filming this, so I'm going to show you these tight little roads. Also, this is my soundtrack on the way up. If anyone is into Periphery, what do you think of the new album? I think it's fucking sick. Okay, I just got to the spot. Scenic, but look at this. I just got it washed, so it's super clean. This is my Seat Leon Cupra R Mark 1. He's called Colin, by the way, if anyone didn't know. Colin because Colin the Cupra. Okay, so like I said, I've just got like an album of photos on my phone that I've picked throughout like the years of owning this car. Sorry if there's any wind noise, but I've got a mic, another mic, I'm trying to get rid of it. Okay, so I'm gonna just run through the photos and then I'll flash them on the screen so I don't have to keep showing you them. So I got the car in February 2013. I had a Seat Ibiza, it was a 1.4, and I just remember I way preferred the look of the Leon. I remember buying the Ibiza and just being like, shit, why didn't I buy a Leon? And then I remember seeing like the Cupra R. I saw a few of them and I was like, whoa, I want one. So I spent a couple of months looking. I remember I saw this black one originally. I was like, yeah, fuck, I want a black one. But then loads of things changed. Black ones are harder to keep clean. They're way more expensive, and I'm so glad I got red. Literally so glad. These are the actual photos from the Gumtree ad. So that was like the photo I saw. It was quite near to Swansea, which I was at uni in Swansea at the time. That's the first time I went to view it. It was in the snow. I don't know, I'd been looking at these cars for like months and months on the internet without actually seeing one in person. Like I'd only seen a few in person when they drive by and stuff. So when I went to see this one for the first time, it's almost like seeing a celebrity. It sounds really weird, but when you've like been watching them for so long on Auto Trader and everything, I don't know, it just, when you see them, you're just like, fuck, that looks sick. So I fell in love with it straight away. I picked it up. I actually picked it up in that snow, but it wouldn't drive home because it was in a little valley in Wales, and it wouldn't get up the hill, so I had to leave it and go back the next day and get it. The first picture of me actually owning it, the first day I had it back, already I started, wipers went from standard to aero, it just looks way better. New R badge to go on the front grille, because it didn't have one on the front grille and I thought that looked weird. It looked way better with them. This was the actual first proper mod that I did. Cone filter, Canon. This made me feel like a child. It was amazing, like a giddy child. I remember putting it on, I took the sound deadening out off the bonnet. My car went from being silent, because from stock the exhaust isn't that loud, the dump valve's not loud, they got sound deadening, you can't really hear a lot. So going from stock to a cone filter and no sound deadening, it just sounded sick. It was literally like turbos everywhere. Okay, so this is when I'm still at uni. This is my flatmate, Dave. He's got a Megane R26R, or his dad, he shares it with his dad. So he took that up to Swansea and we went driving around for a week and that was insane. We nearly crashed a few times. That was like, I don't know, the first period of you getting used to a fast car, it was just pretty deadly, but ridiculously fun that week. Okay, so then I swapped my sub and amp over. That sub and amp has followed me through every single car. I had that in my Peugeot, I had it in the Ibiza, and I've had it in the Cupra. Yeah, so I installed that, installed my head unit, getting onto the roof rack. That's when I got the roof bars and the roof rack. Then I got rid of the Leon badge, because it's not cheating putting a fake badge on, because it's not a fake badge, but I put the Mark II Cupra badge on it, just because they don't make Mark 1 Cupra badges, or they do, but they're tiny. There's a nighttime shot of actually being up here 3 years ago with my roof rack on, after I'd just given it a detail. I don't think I've actually done that much. Like, I've had it for a long time, but I haven't done a ridiculous amount of things. Just because the first couple of years, like, I wanted to just get used to the car, and obviously I didn't have that much money anyway. It's raining, are you serious? Ugh. Alright, well, this is actually raining. I'm actually annoyed. I'm gonna stick this out and then I'm gonna have to get in the car. So my wheels went black, and then I thought I was a bad man. It looked rude. Please stop. Get out of the rain. Well, that's really annoying. Alright, so it's completely raining and I don't want to get wet, so I'm gonna keep doing it in the car. I'm gonna switch to the GoPro though. Right, okay, so I remember that photo. Fuck, I remember that like it was yesterday. I drove from Cheltenham to Swansea and I took the back roads and it's like a 2-hour drive through like the Welsh Valley. Is literally the best drive. I remember just stopping and just being like, I love driving. I love this car. This makes me happy. Okay, so this is when I got my new recirc valve. A recirc valve is basically just a dump valve, but it's called a recirculation valve because it recirculates the pressure back into the system rather than just dumping it into the atmosphere. I've got a forged 008. So with the 008 and no sound deadening and an air filter, at this point I didn't have the exhaust either, I just had the stock exhaust, so it was like super, just turbo. Like all you could hear was the front end. It was kind of cool. Wing mirrors went black. There's my classic red bike, red car. I love driving around with a red car and a red bike. They match pretty well as well. Oh yeah, then my Brembos were just absolutely tatty. They were pretty much pink and just peeling. So gave them a refurb. I didn't actually have to do anything apart from just sand them back, get rid of the old lacquer and then re-lacquer them. There's no new paint involved in that. Then there's the Fly Eye. That's £10 from eBay. It looks sick. So there's my wheels and Brembos, all clean and shiny. I'm gonna start speeding this up because I've been rambling. So there's some wind deflectors. These things, I just like them because it adds like a little bit more to the car, and when it's raining you can have the window open, it doesn't all drip in. I've upgraded all my bulbs to like LEDs, and I got HIDs on the front. Then Tommy moved into his workshop. If you don't know Tommy, Motorworks Tom, he started the Motorworks around this time. Yeah, 2.5 years ago this was. So Tommy opened the Motorworks, and that massively changed things because that means that I could just have a place to go and do stuff to my car. And Tommy like moved back from Cornwall to Chelt, so he's a sick mechanic, and he's always like the one that's pushing me to like do nut stuff to my car. So if I'm like, I want to get coilovers, he'll have like whispered in my ear and persuaded me within a day to go and get coilovers. So yeah, this is my car looking cool in his workshop. So this is exactly a case of Tommy doing that. He whispered in my ear to get coilovers. I didn't realise how bad it looked high until you have a low car and you see old photos of it when it's like got arch gap like that, and you're like, the next big mod actually. I found a Cupra, actually Tommy found a Cupra that was like stage 2, it was pretty mental, and the guy was breaking it. They're new wishbones with some poly bushes in it. The Powerflex ones, Cobra, turbo back exhaust, straight through, decat, non-res. That was like probably the biggest, best mod I've done to this car, 100% is the exhaust. I got a few clips actually of the day that I got it fitted. I'll put them in now. And also off that guy, he had a few other little bits and bobs that I bought off him as well. So I had a Canon air filter, and then he had a JetX air filter, which is supposed to be way better, and he had a heat shield. So I bought the heat shield and the air filter. No noticeable difference at all. But I also got these 2 boost gauges off him, the pillar pod and the 2 boost gauges. Well, the 1 boost gauge and the 1 voltmeter. Don't ask why I have a voltmeter. It has absolutely no benefit to me. Just that's them fitted. Yeah, next stage was the wheels. I don't remember how I chose these. I think they were just because someone was selling them and I looked at them and I was like, never really like overly keen on them until they've been on my car. But even then I kind of am not really 100% on them. 3SDM 0.4s, I think. I'm terrible at this. I should have researched all this. I got 8.5 on the front, 9.5 on the back, 18 inch. I got 15 spaces on the front and 20 spaces on the back as well. That's all gonna change, but that's how it looked when I first got them on. I was stoked. I'm like a big fan of going from black wheels to silver wheels again. Like, I don't know why. Black wheels were cool for a bit and then they weren't. I was just stoked to see like silver wheels on my car again. Driving down a road and you look in the shop reflection and you see the wheels and you're like, yeah. It's like having fresh shoes. The day I got my new wheels as well was the day I got Vossi. Look how small he is. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, so now we're getting to right about the time when I bought the Jag last September. So that's the 2 of them together, and ever since then, pretty much all I've done to it. That's because it went away for storage then for 8 months, and then it's just come back out. Oh yeah, I forgot quite early on, I don't know why the photo didn't pop up. AMD is like a remap place. That was when I went to get my car stage 1 remapped. I drove like 3 hours down there, and when I got there, they gave me a phone call within like half an hour and they said, yeah mate, your car's already got a map on it. I was like really excited, waiting for 225 brake to 260, like a 40, 35 brake difference, which is a lot. I only got a 10 brake difference because they took the old map off because it was shit. It was really aggressive. So AMD wiped that map off and they put theirs on. That put it to like 260 brake, but it was a lot smoother curve and it drove just way better. But now I've got the exhaust, I'd say it's like 270. It could be probably like a couple more as well if I went and got a map like retuned to the exhaust, but I'm not going to get a map done until I go stage 2. I'm bored of this GoPro angle, one second, I'm going to change it. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that I've done to my car so far. I'm just going to film some visuals of it and talk you through what I'm going to do. So the plan was I was gonna go stage 2, I was gonna get a front mount intercooler, a turbo intake pipe, and a few other things just to do the engine, but this car actually drives like shit. One of these struts is gone, I haven't actually checked. So when you're driving, it just goes it just bounces, and when it hits the floor, it just keeps going like and it just scrapes like all the time, and I can't get grip on, it just does my head in. So I'm gonna ditch that idea for now. Plan now is basically to focus on handling so that I can put the actual power that I do have on the floor instead of just spinning the tires and bouncing. Plan is new coilovers, like way better coilovers. I'm looking at either BC or KW, and then this is a decision I came to the other day, which I don't really want to do yet because I feel like I haven't had these long, but I'm gonna sell the wheels, get some lightweight wheels, get some wider tires, some track wheels, new coilovers, and then roll cage and bucket seats. But that's not going to be for a year or so, the seats and cage anyway. That's like my plans. They've shifted completely from being engine related to now handling related. And then I'm going to start doing track days, and this is going to be my track car. And I'm so excited because you just can't drive this around town and not break the law if you want to have some serious fun and if you want to smile and like really scare yourself. So I need to get on the track. I'm going to wrap this video up now because I've pretty much told you everything. I hope you like this video. I hope you now have some idea of what I've done to the Cupra, because I've been kind of like not quiet on it before, but I've never really explained it. And as always, subscribe if you want to see more, because I'm going to be doing more of these Cupra videos, and when I get all that new stuff, I'm definitely going to be filming fitting it and then going to the track. So like this video if you liked any of the parts of this video at any point, or my car, or anything, I don't know, talk to me in the comments. I love you, bye. Okay, bonus after end clip. I've just got a little question for you. If you were to see any video with the Cupra in it, what would it be? What's the next video you want to see that's about the Cupra or got the Cupra in it? Just let me know, I want to know, and then I'll make it. We're actually at Jack's picking up my Cupra. I'm actually kind of nervous that Dickie's fucking chasing me. He's alive! Are we racing later? Getting you some fucking phone, mate.